Hey, Trudy here, and I am a finisher. Finishing is my superpower. What's yours? Do you even know? Well, today I'm actually speaking to procrastinators. And here's why. You guys have big ideas, big vision, big dreams, but you fail to take action. And because you're visionaries and big dreamers, I find you guys extremely attractive. But once you come into my space and you are not a person of action, you piss me off. So this is one of my ways to outreach to you and hopefully help you change that about yourself and drag that beautiful big dream vision from your thought world into your absolute reality. Now, if you're also someone who actually does take action, but maybe you want to accelerate that momentum and bring your success that much faster, this video is also for you. And I will have links to additional resources in the blog that has more expansion on this, and the link for that will be somewhere on this page or below this video in the description. So I want to start off with my absolute authority for everything we do over here at Profitable Stewardship Inc. Now, for those of you who don't recognize the word stewardship, it is Christian jargon for management of what God has put under our control. And guys, time is the most important asset. It is a non-renewable asset that God has entrusted us with, and we do not know how much time that is. So making good use of that time is uber important. And this is what I'm going to start off with verses, because guys, this is where I take my authority from. So here, I'm going to read a couple verses to you, but I have more for you in my blog post. So the most important of which is Ephesians 5:15-17. The Bible says, "Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of the time, because the days are evil. Therefore do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is." Now, I could go off on that one and talk about purpose in conjunction with time, but what I want to focus on here in that verse is it is considered wisdom. It says, but as wise. So making good use of your time is the wise thing to do. The second verse I want to leave you with, like I said, there are others on my page, but Proverbs 13:4 says, "The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied." So guys, let me tell you, the authority of the Bible is where I come from. So regardless what credentials and certifications that I have in the industry, which do support what I'm about to share with you, I want to tell you first and foremost, the authority for everything that I do comes from the Bible. And so I believe that I partner with God to help Christian income earners move to become profitable stewards or profitable Christians, being good managers of what God has put under their control. And today we're going to be talking about time, good use of your time. And today I'm actually going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you the gift of my 5 best momentum-based activities that not only I have personally found that have dragged my timeline of success, it has leveraged my time all the more, but I've seen it repeatedly all over, used time and time again. I don't know where you are in the process as you see this, but I hope if you're a procrastinator, you will actually take action. And if you are an action taker, that you'll find that these tips I'm about to share with you, if you implement them, will indeed move you and accelerate you along the line. Number 1 is have a written plan that is broken into acceleration propelling steps. Now on my screen, I've minimized so you can't see my details, but I want to show you that I have this dashboard here where I have written out my desire, my reality, and my future projection. It also has it's been broken down into 30-day windows, 60, 90, and right at the start of the year, so we, the acceleration and the goals. So this is a particular program I've purchased. I can, if you're interested in this, I can point you to where I've gotten this from. But the point is, I practice what I teach. You've got to have a plan. It's got to be written down, and your big vision has to be broken into steps, acceleration steps, not just busy activity, but activity that will move you along that line of success. Number 2 is you need to pen those steps onto your calendar. It's all good and well that you have them written down, but they need to be on your calendar. Now, I have 2 things. Well, I'm going to show you this. So see if you can see this real quick here. I'm going to turn my computer around. Okay, so what you're looking at is a product that I created, and if you're interested in it, I can absolutely give you access to this. But this is basically a planner I created, and a wall planner, and it's laminated, and these are my hour blocks broken into 15-minute increments, and then I can move these things around as I need to. Okay, so you can see how my day is broken out for today, and everything is accounted for. But in addition to that, and I do have a training on that, so guys, if you're interested in that, just let me know. I will put a link to that resource somewhere in here. But in addition to that, I also use a paid Google Calendar. Now, this is different from the free Google Calendar in one particular thing, in that I'm able to put blocks of time that people can book me through. So on the free calendar, that particular feature is not available. But the point I'm making is that I control my time. So when I put blocks of time up on my calendar, if someone wants to connect with me, they can go there, they can select a slot, and I get to agree or disagree. But also, not only is that saving my time of me and you talking, but it also puts it on my planner. It goes right to my calendar, and notifications come across my computer. It's also synced to all devices, everything. So at no point am I without my planner and knowing what's going on. So number 2 is you need to pen those steps into tasks on your calendar. If it's not on your calendar, it's probably not going to get done. Number 3, bite the frog, or in other words, do the hard things first. You know, there was one training I had been through years ago that I used to ascribe to, where you get all these little things done and you get to start checking off your calendar. And it feels good when you start to check your little task list off and you see all these little checks going on. It feels good. I'll admit that. But here's the thing. You can get busy checking off these insignificant, inconsequential tasks. The day is over and you have not gotten the big things done. So what I do is I bite the frog. I take care of the big, important things first, and maybe all I get done is one thing. But that one thing is so important. It's such, as Brendan Murtard would say, a needle mover, that when I get it done, it really makes me know that my day has been accomplished, things have been done, and it feels good. So, and it moves me along my success timeline. So bite the frog, guys. Once you have your things penned out, take care of the more important thing first, which brings me to point number 4. Delegate, delay, or delete any activity that does not require your personal touch. Now, if you have an assistant, if you have a team, please, you do not have to do everything. Delegate it. Maybe you employ your kids. Maybe whatever. You get a virtual assistant, but delegate away what you can. Or delay it, which speaks to the bite the frog I talked about earlier. Delay those other activities till later. Because honestly, guys, if you didn't get the dishes done that day, okay, maybe that's not a good thing, but it will not be that big of a deal in comparison to if you took an income-generating momentum move earlier in the day. So sometimes you just need to delay those activities, and some things you just need to flat delete from your calendar. That you shouldn't be doing them at all. And number 5, last but not least, is review tomorrow's plan or tomorrow's acceleration activity the night before. And let me tell you what that does. I'll first tell you a cute story. Years ago, I had reviewed my next day activity. And when I went to bed, of course, your brain starts to process all that stuff. And I had so lived that day in my brain that I actually moved on to the next day. So I was living Friday's day on Thursday because I had lived Thursday through the night. But the point, guys, is if you review your next day's plan the night before, you will go to bed with that thought on your mind, and your brain will begin, your subconscious will begin to deliver for you details, ahas, brilliant ideas. It will start to come to you from the night before. So I strongly encourage that one. So those are my 5 tips, guys. I'll review them real quick one more time. Have a written plan that's broken into acceleration, propelling steps. 2, pen your tasks into steps on your calendar. 3, bite the frog. 4, delegate, delay, or delete any activity that does not need your personal touch. And 5, review tomorrow's plan the night before. Now, if you're watching just this video, there will be a link somewhere on this page or maybe below in the description that will put you in touch with additional resources that I put in my blog. So I hope this was of some value to you guys. Procrastinators, you procrastinators, please stop procrastinating. Take action. Drag that brilliant dream, that brilliant idea from the thought world into your reality by taking action. And those of you who are already action takers, I hope that you will find that these steps do actually help you to find additional momentum. Trudy here, super simple to find at trudybehrman.com, and I do look forward to connecting with you.